Guys, what are we doing today? Well, we're going to look at the all-around American classic, the Bowie knife. So I'm not going to do any big fancy intro. We're just going to turn this around. We're going to start talking about it, and I'm going to tell you how I think the Bowie knife has influenced modern culture and warfare to this day. Like I said in the intro, we're going to talk about the American classic knife style, the Bowie knife. Now, this is the basis for most of the American combat knives that have ever been made. This is an iconic design, and this is an out-of-character video for me because typically I'm talking about a specific knife, but in this case, we're going to talk about a style of knife. Now, this is my Puma Bowie. This one is my personal one. This is a new old stock. It's still made in Germany. It wasn't made anywhere but Germany. And this is a gorgeous showing of a smaller Bowie knife. But the Bowie knife has got a very iconic shape and design, and it has absolutely influenced so many other knives in the market. So very distinct clip point blade with a long blade that has a nice sweeping tip with a big belly. They were used for chopping, they were used for combat, they were used for hunting. This is the all-around, all-it-will-do-it-all knife from the frontier. The grips on them were always really stylistically big belly swell and this ridged lipped guard instead of jimping to keep you from going up and over. You get on either side of it with a curved bolster that acts as a finger guard. Now, these are your typical, this is what you think when you think of a Bowie knife. And the Bowie knife has been just a standard in American literature, American movies, cowboy movies, and everything like this. There are larger versions of them with a much broader blade, but typically what happens is you've got this broad blade here that widens out and then this slender, narrow area back here. So you have a lot of weight forward and you maintain a long, straight cutting area with a big belly. But then, like I said, the blade is actually broader here than it is here. So it comes down to like a narrow waist and it gives it a very, very distinct look. Now, like I said, there are several knives that were inspired by this, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I'll bring them out. Hang on just a second. So now, as you can see, basically what you have with the Buck 119 Special is a modified Bowie. You've got the clip point blade. It comes down like this and has the big belly. It doesn't necessarily widen up as much, but you can definitely see its heritage. You can see its lineage in this knife. Even in the handle shape, you've got the bolster that has got the ridged area here. The finger guard, well, it might not curve down all the way around, but you can get on top of it or you can stay behind it. It's going to give you positive control. A very, very good knife and an iconic knife on its own. But like I'm saying, you can see handle characteristics, blade characteristics, very, very much the same. Now, another knife that absolutely does that is the iconic American military fighting knife, the K-bar. So if you look here, the K-bar has a lot of the same characteristics. Long, drawn, straight area with a clip point blade, the big guard that protects your hands both directions. And you're seeing right here, now this is mine, this is the USN Bowie, you're seeing a lot of similarities. Now the handle's a little bit different, but that's just because K-bar did that handle. Stacked leather handle on these, but this is very, very similar. You can see super, super, super similar on this knife. And so when you're looking at how knives in America were influenced, this is one of the biggest ones. This is one of the most iconic fighting knives in the world. The US K-bar, done by K-bar in Orleans, New York, is amazingly iconic. Everyone knows this. Everyone in the military either has had one, seen one, or handled one. We were issued these. This one I purchased because I wanted to have this. I was downrange when I got this. And so these are an amazing, amazing showing of how a design from the frontier days influenced modern warfare into current day. These are still issued. K-bars are still a standard issue item for the Marines. This is what you get. They are very, very much this knife. Standard leather sheath, just like the sheath that this knife comes in. You're looking at a very similar sheath, in fact. Everything about these knives are very, very similar. So let's get this out of the way, and I wanted to show you a more modern take on the classic Bowie knife. And it is this beast, which is actually a very accurate representation of a traditional Bowie. You have the recurved blade, big belly, the narrow area here, then it widens out. And to tell you the truth, there are so many actual Bowies that had this sharpened swedge on the spine. So it's double-edged from here all the way to the tip and then back here. So for 30 or 50% of the blade, you've got a double-edged blade. This is a very good representation of an American Bowie. Even the handle, like look at the handle. Are they different? Yes. But look at the very close correlation between these elements. You've got your guard. You've got an area where you come up. This is done with a thumb ramp. This one happens to be done with a ramp here on the handle. The handle shape, very similar. And the blade shape, you can see this and this coming from the same stock. And so this is why, this is why I'm conflicted when I go to custom knife shows. The American Bowie is something I truly, truly love. But you go to the show and you see so many recurve Bowies that are done with a stag handle, and they're all gorgeous, and you just see so many of them. But it's because we have such, in the knife community, we have such a love affair with the Bowie knife. Just doing this video, I have goosebumps. Because the fact is, the reason we gravitate to this is a connection to our past history and a country that is so bound in its history and its founding. And this is truly, the Bowie knife is truly the knife that founded, settled, and colonized this country. So when it comes down to it, you're never going to find a more American knife than the Bowie, even if it's made in Japan. So that being said, guys, I just wanted to do this. I love the Bowie. I've had a lifelong love affair with the Bowie. I lusted after one of these. I found new old stock. This is my personal Bowie. This is more along the lines of what I would want in a Bowie knife, not something as crazy and big as, while this is amazing and fun, this is what I would have wanted in a Bowie. And I think it's a very, to this day, still relevant design. And it is always going to be that American classic design that basically represents America in steel. The pioneer spirit, the hardness, the roughness, everything that we hold dear in this country is exemplified by this knife design. So with that being said, guys, let's turn this around, do some final thoughts, and send you out about your day. So there you go, guys, the Bowie knife, an absolute American classic, absolutely a piece of culture, an iconic design that to this day still inspires people to continue to make it. And it tugs at the heartstrings to think about how it represents our country, our culture, our way of life, and everything that it took to build this country. Hard men with hard tools. So that's all I've got on this one. This one was a lot of fun. I did this one for me. So if you guys liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. You can tell me why, but for this one, I don't care. This video was 100% for me. So if you do like the videos and give them a thumbs up, I really appreciate it. It's the best thing you can do for any channel. It helps push us up the algorithm. There are other ways to support the channel. Like I said, drop a comment, hit the bell icon. If you do hit the bell icon, make sure you got notifications set to all, and make sure you got notifications turned on your device. If you want to support the channel financially, there are a ton of affiliate links down in the description below. You don't have to buy what you clicked on to still support the channel. Anything you purchase after you click on that, it takes you to my affiliate store. You click on a link, you find what you're looking for. That's all you need to do. It basically takes you to my homepage. So that's it. That's how you do it with the affiliate links. I do have a couple of affiliate links that have discounts. Atlas VPN through the holidays, 85% off a 2-year subscription, $44 for 2 years. Other ways you can do it, I have got a membership that's all tier-based. Everyone has access to my Gilded server. Baseline and premium tier members are automatically entered to giveaways that I do on the Gilded server, and the premium guys have access to a sharpening tutorial series here on YouTube behind that paywall. And the final way is I have a merchandise store over on Ember Shirt Co, where I've set up a coupon code that will save you 10% at checkout on anyone's merchandise. And that coupon code is CrazySharp, capital C, capital S, CrazySharp. All one word, saves you 10% at checkout. So guys, that's it on this one. I really do hope you enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. I love you all, and I will see you in the next video.